Time is key for me, more than money, to be honest. I don't know, everyone's situation is different, but mine is time. So my time is freed up, that's one. Money-wise, is flowing in. The best people are on the job. I cannot be asking more than that.
Fais, thank you very much for joining.
It's all right. Thank you for inviting.
You were like pretty much every one of these masterclass before, you always here, right?
So if I go a step back, I mean, I started with, like I said, I mean, I've done other trainings as well. So I did a training for below market value. And from there I started, I mean, I had 2 houses. And from those houses, I wanted to use that as a service accommodation, because Cardiff, as being a place, I mean, it is a very lively city. It's known for, like, there's a stadium, there's matches, there's concerts, there's everything pretty much. So I really wanted to try the service accommodation, and I needed a helping hand to kind of guide me, tell me how to do this. So I ended up taking another training before yours. And
yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah.
So you were really skeptical, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the skeptical person when after they pay a lot of money for other training.
Yeah.
When they met me, it was like, you're one of those.
Well, yeah. Well, it goes without saying, right? I mean, you've already spent so much money, and then you didn't get any output apart from a couple of calls. I did learn a bit from it, but there's a couple of things that you already been, because I mean, you already know, I mean, through the renovations, through the below market value, because those training also included service accommodation, but not in depth. But then I went to another training, which was the service accommodation training purely, but it wasn't a corporate. It was more on the leisure side and everything, a holiday let. And went in and I learned how to, basically how it works in journal and everything. So it wasn't really great. I mean, how to get the houses was like, I mean, rent-to-rent strategy to get the house, and then, do the service accommodation on that. And then that didn't really, well, that's where I started with my Wales house. I started putting it out as a service accommodation to give it a try and to test it and everything. It worked. It's not that it didn't work. It did work, and it did really well. It did really well, not because of that training, because that area within itself. So the key thing is, I mean, what you're doing at the moment now, the analysis is super important, because that's your base, that's your foundation. That is where it will take you. Like, the growth is limited in a way that, it's more about the area than, location. Location is a key. Location is key. But in my case, I already had the location, but I wasn't sure whether it's going to work. So I put it to test. I tried it, and it worked. It worked, yeah. But with the service accommodation training, I wasn't getting any of that. I mean, it wasn't really from the training. The training gave me a couple of other things, which was more on the operation sides than on the strategy. And then rent, I didn't really want it to do at that time, because I already had 2 houses. So I mean, that's how it started. And then when I came across the corporation market side of things, that is where it kind of like sparked for me. And then I really wanted to speak with Vanessa and try to understand a bit more. And that's where our initial conversation, I got in touch, and then we did the webinar, and then after that one-to-one call, and that's where it all started happening. And then I mean, we got into... We did 2-3 calls in the same week. I was really eager to speak with Vanessa. I mean, I don't know who I spoke with it was me. Initially. No, there was someone else. I said, can I just get some time with Vanessa, please? Okay. Because I'm ready to jump. I mean, ready to get on, basically. I just need to speak with someone, because and then so we got the initial call, and then we went through all of that. Just a bit of background before the franchise. We were teaching people, like, these amazing people in about, they set up their own business, they run their own business. So we don't do any management. So when Fais joined, he want something slightly different, don't you? Because you are in a very busy job. Yeah. You don't want to manage. Oh, yeah, that side of it. You don't want to manage guests. So in our franchise initially, we didn't really know what we should be offering. And it was because of what he need from us. Yeah, that's true. We then build a franchise with the team support, where my team basically doing the booking. Now we do it for him because he needed it. So that's quite a big journey for us to learning, understanding what your guys need. I know guys there, a lot of them are struggling to talk to a customer on the phone, doing the follow-ups. It's all right when you have times,
But when you don't have time like him, you
Yeah.
have a very high paid job.
That was a really key.
Very stressful work.
Yeah. That was one of the key things. Sorry, I'm just going to elaborate on that. That was one of the key things because I already tried and tested it. I knew how much time it needs from me, and I couldn't do that. So managing and the way I was running it is very different to what Vanessa. My one is very different. It was all leisure, insurance, contractors, all sorts. But the way I was running it, I can still run that model. I had my own model. I was running it. I tested it, and it worked. But it had a pain points. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
A lot of double bookings, which we did not understand.
Yeah. So the way I worked, I mean, it was very different. So basically, I'll just give you a slight idea of what I was doing. My calendar will never be shown as booked. You will always be able to book it. You will always be able to book it. The way you will book it is basically my initial one night, most expensive, 1 week, less expensive, my monthly, super less expensive. So my encouragement is basically more towards longer bookings. So I'm pushing people to book longer. But if I block with that one nightly in between, my 30 nights is out, right? So people won't be able to see that in the calendar. And the reason being why I got that insurance booking is only because my calendar was free where the other wasn't free, because in summer, you will always get like 1 odd days, 1 odd nights here and there. So your calendar will be showing booked. But for people that are looking for longer booking, they won't be able to. So they only got like a couple of options. When they do filter out of 300 houses, you will only get like 15 houses that's available. And they will be at ridiculous prices. And you will be the only one that will shine out because of his attractive price. So it's a no-brainer that people will book you. But once it's booked, that is where you need to go back and get rid of the other ones.
Which is a nightmare. And also
to get rid of the other ones.
The price was so low in the summer. There's a massive difference in how we run the business versus what he would. But so when we met then, okay, I'll explain to you what we do.
Yeah.
And then tell us that what changes like in you, what you think that, what makes you to join.
See, I was thinking of hiring someone to manage the booking and the operation side of things. I wasn't too sure on this, but I was doing my own research, like trying to find someone that can help me out with the management and the operations.
Like PAs or something.
Yeah, and so I can teach them the way I'm running and everything, because it's not easy. That's one thing, it's not easy. And for the job that I do, type of job I have, I mean, it is very demanding. So time-wise, it wasn't very flexible. So hence why I needed someone to train, to pay them, to do all of that. So I started looking into people, but then I came across this. And then for me, to be honest, more than the course itself at that time, it was someone who already knows what they're doing. And basically, I can just hand it over to them and they can run it for me. And that's it. That's all I wanted at that stage.
Yes.
Because that's how, not frustrated, but I mean, overwhelming it was for me at that stage, because I couldn't do all of it. And that's where Vanessa team stepped in. And then,
staff is now doing all the work that
the franchise, we build in the element to support people who are in a very high paid job, very busy in their job, have no attention to the operational side. We just take over so that you can focus on sourcing the deal, buying the property, raising the money. Then when you create the ownership or the property where you make the money most important to you, the work itself, we take care of it, because my team already running my portfolio. They have the capacity to run his, run yours, and yours without have to add any person in. And we already got a customer.
Key thing is, you don't need to tell them what to do, basically, right? Otherwise, if I have my own person, it will be asking me each step of the way, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? Because it's a different nature of requests, different sort of issues. Credit card for frauds. Yeah, people book it on other people's card, and then they will make a claim. Obviously, I mean the card belongs to that person, never booked it. So that sort of claims and everything.
Fraudulent
transactions, that sort of thing. Some people will come in. I mean, they will book for one and they will turn up 4 or 5 because they see them. There's loads of beds. There's loads of bedrooms. That's what I was saying. I mean, you need to be closer to your place if it's a bigger place, especially because how you manage it is very important. And then these sort of things. And then if there are any issues, then you're not, because I mean, you don't have enough time. I mean, to be following up and chasing them.
Like do the follow-up
I had
course.
people, I had people, they turn off my CCTV, they turn off my door camera. They turn it off, and and there's like 50 cans of helium gas. I mean, all they were doing is just silly things in the house.
So they discounted you only 50. Sometimes.
So I was like, yeah.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Were you letting it out through Airbnb or your own webpage?
I had my own website, but Booking.com was the main one. Booking.com is the key one
So
for that sort of thing that I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, then we had a conversation. We at the time thought we could try. I wasn't very sure.
Yeah.
Because it's very demanding, as you can tell, very high standard. So I thought it's worth trying. That seems like a good fit.
Yeah.
So tried it out. So tell us the journey after you sign up. Because at the time we were like, we don't know what franchise are like.
Yeah.
We just know that we wanted to work together. That's the first franchise that actually run successfully in the model, the new model we create. Because franchise only started in 24 when he first joined. He's the first
I was
one.
the first one.
He's the first one with property.
Yeah.
We got other people haven't got property. So what it feel like after you working with us? It's not easy, isn't it? We can like back and forth a few things.
Yeah. The good thing is, I mean, there's always someone to speak with. There's always someone to talk to. I mean, you're not in the like hollow space and you
You're
don't
not
get
on
your
your own.
stand. Basically, you always get some sort of like a feedback when you need. I mean, you get that support. And for me, the key thing was like someone that can deal the front end of things. I mean, if things go wrong, so I just need to tell them. I just need to tell the team basically, oh, okay, these many people turned up. Where I mean, the booking is for that many. Then that's it. The rest they will do. They will go. They will check with the booker. How come? I mean, there's so many people. You need to pay extra. So team does it. So that saves me time from going back and forth.
The key about this partnership is that we want to support you to run the business as a business, because you run it as a job. You got other jobs. How many jobs do you want? But if you run it as a business, you've got to delegate. I delegate my business so that I can spend time with your guys and support you. If I'm doing all the booking, I'm doing all the cleaning, I'm doing all the laundry, I'm doing all the bookkeeping, there's no time for anything, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Now, been a year, ups and downs, done some training. Do you want to share the experience about what you learned since you starting the journey? As what helps you?
Yeah. So I've learned the model, obviously. I mean, how things work in terms of like how we market ourselves, the strategy that's been used, how to attract how to get contractors book your place, that side of things, and yeah, I mean, how to stage the property.
Staging.
How to stage
you're really
the property.
good in that.
Yeah, with staging, with the operation side of things, the cleaners, the management team, and your cleaners are your eyes and ears. That's it. The only reason I still got these properties in South Wales because my cleaner. That's it. Because my cleaner is my eyes and ears. I do have a doorbell camera, which really helps big time, big time. But yeah, your cleaner and your handyman, you need to have.
Could you just give 3 takeaways from being partner, as like you think that people should know?
Well, I keep repeating it again and again, but one of the key things is, I mean, once you're onboarded, once you start doing that, one thing, you definitely need someone that can guide you, I mean, to basically prevent the expensive mistakes. Time is key for me, more than money, to be honest. I don't know, everyone's situation is different, but mine is time. So my time is freed up, that's one. Money-wise, is flowing in. The best people are on the job. I cannot be asking more than that. So I know that's peace of mind. That's 2. Third, I mean, we work together as a team. Any issues, anything basically gets dealt with. So yeah, I mean, I don't.
You're more than happy, basically.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Now I'm looking into expansion, like into extending, and now I'm at that stage. So I'm trying to free up my money and bring it here, and then I'm coming back to Vanessa, and I'm like, okay, I've got this much money that I will get from the other houses. What should I do? How should I, like that? So this is where I am. That's my stage now, and that's where again I've come to Vanessa now because. Yeah.
I remember we had that conversation. You were saying that, Vanessa, I need $4,000 to cover my mortgages.
Yeah, initially. Yeah, I was super humble, mate.
$4,000 was what
I was super humble. I was like, nah.
Bottom line,
Yeah. I was like, all I want is just pay my rents.
Yeah.
I don't want any
Mortgages, yeah.
seriously. I was like, I don't want any profits and everything. As long as it's paying for itself, I'm happy. I don't have any huge targets.
Yeah.
I just wanted that headache to go away.
From I know Fais from
Yeah.
the day that we pick up managing his property, we've done a lot more than $4,000 every month.
Yeah.
Some of the month
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
we have £9,000 months
Yeah.
paid out to him. So I think this month's going to be a lot bigger because it's July and August coming.
One thing also very
Yeah.
important before I forget, it's not that you won't be able to do it yourselves. You will be able to do it yourselves. You might even do better. I've tested myself. I put my house to the test, Cardiff, 3-bedroom, 5,000 a month. Those people gave me 25K in 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, 3, 4 months or 5 months. I mean, they gave me 25K. It's not that I couldn't make it or I couldn't do it and all of that. It's just that whether it's really worth your time against all of that. So if I was in your position, seriously, with someone like me sitting here with Vanessa and everything, I would make sure that I get a lot of questions answered. Someone who's already been through the journey, been with Vanessa for 1 year and tested this strategy and everything. Seriously, I mean, if I had someone like me sitting here and I was in your place or in your place, yeah, definitely, yeah. Just make use of it, ask as many questions, and yeah. So I think.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Fais.
Yeah. Thank you.